Welcome back to another preseason video here on the FPLtips channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at your latest drafts, rating them, and giving you my thoughts on how they could be improved. Let's see what you've got for me. Up first we've got one from Sovic. The midfield jumps out to me as the weakest area. I'd look to raise funds by downgrading Raya to a 4.5 keeper, potentially Flecken if Raya leaves Brentford as expected. Reed doesn't offer a lot, so you could take him down to Nakamba at 4.5 and move him to your bench. Then use the extra funds to upgrade Mings to Stones potentially and play 4-3-3. Next up we've got Jeff's team. He's gone for a tactic of rotating 4 million defenders, which I don't think is a terrible idea. But the blank game week 2 for Burnley and Luton means you'll be heavily relying on Baldock early on. I'm not overly keen on Son to start with Brentford and Man United up first. I actually think Mbomo and Matoma can keep pace with him early on, and allow for a stronger defence. Daniel has also gone for a 3-5-2 setup, which is proving popular. It's a nicely balanced squad and very close to the template, but I'd question Botman as a Game Week 1 pick. He's definitely one to own in the longer term, but those early fixtures are so tough. I think you can afford to wait until you play the wildcard to invest. For me, Rico Henry, Tarkowski, even Baldock all have more to offer in the opening 5 game weeks. Next up we've got FPL Entertainment, who's gone a little more differential. There's probably one or two too many punts in there for my liking. Darwin has a lot of competition for a starting place, so he's a wait and see for me. And I'm not convinced by Enciso's early prospects, with new signing João Pedro for him to compete with. I'd consider McNeil and Nkunku as safer alternatives. Mohamed has left out both Trent and Salah in favour of a heavy-hitting midfield. I'm not a big fan of the premium goalkeeper selection. I'd be tempted to downgrade Alisson to a 4.5 option, potentially Verbruggen at Brighton if he emerges as first choice by the end of pre-season. Then you could upgrade Dunk to a Gabriel or a Stones or a Shaw. Ream to Baldock would also give you some more funds to play with. FPL Hitman has gone with a classic 3-4-3 formation, and there's a pretty good balance to it considering the inclusion of Kane alongside Haaland. But I wouldn't be keen on benching Sterling, even against Liverpool, so I'd look to downgrade Edouard to a 4.5 option for the bench instead. Then with the extra funds you could turn Zinchenko into Stones or Shaw potentially. Next up is Owen, who's presenting our first 4-4-2 draft of the day. Foden's stock has definitely increased with Riyad Mahrez on his way out, and Bowen has been looking lively in the early stages of pre-season. I'd be tempted to downgrade Enciso to Nakamba, and maybe bump Ake up to Stones for a bit of extra security, with Man City rumoured to be on the break of signing Josko Gvardiol. Finally for today we've got another 4-4-2 draft, sent in by Mohamed. I really like the look of this one. The defence is as strong as it can be without including Trent. Solanke has some tough fixtures after Game Week 1, so I'd consider moving to a 4-5-1 formation and opting for Bryan Mbomo instead. I'd also look to improve the bench with Baldock and Nakamba rather than Lamptey and Baptiste. That's all we've got time for today. Thanks to everyone who sent in their drafts. Stay tuned for more preseason content, and I'll see you in the next video.